So I'm back here in email because I want to show you that invite that I sent to myself. So here it is in my email where it says invitation. When I hover over it, you're going to see that I get this RSVP button and I can say yes, maybe, or no. I still have the option to archive, delete, mark it as read, or snooze on it. If I open it up, I get a calendar event at the top. I'm going to see the events that I have for the day. I get access to the link. I get the information. So this is where I wrote, let's meet to discuss. So I have that information listed there. And then I can click yes. As soon as I click yes, it's going to show up on my calendar. So here's my work calendar. And you're going to see that that item now shows up on my calendar as an event. And I can see other events that I have for the day. All right, so you always have access to that email. Now I want to go through the settings a little bit with you on calendar, and I'm using my work calendar because I want to show you what a busy calendar can kind of look like. If you look over on the left hand side, I still have the two calendars that I made. These are all um, my Google calendars. We're going to ignore those. And then below that, I have other calendars that I have access to, like holidays in the United States or my coworkers' calendar I have access to. And I can choose whether or not I want those calendars to be turned on or off. But let's go back to my calendar here. So the very first one, I'm going to click on the three dots and we're going to go through the options that you have. So when you click on the three dots, you can choose the default color that your calendar goes to. So Boston Spa is purple. You might want purple to be the default color of your Gmail. So you can choose anything you'd like it to be. All right. In your three dots menu, you also have settings and sharing. I'm going to click on settings and sharing, and you can see the name of your calendar. You can see your primary time zone. You can export your calendar if you'd like. And then you have permissions. You can make your calendar public. You can make it available for your district and so on. You can choose who has access to your calendar. And then you can shut those off if you don't want people to have access to your calendar. If you have multiple calendars, you can share between your own calendars. You can choose your event notifications, how often you get them. I do a 10-minute and a 5-minute. And then for all day notifications, I get one day before if I want it, or I can X that out so I don't have that. Below that all day notifications, you have other notifications, and it will tell you how you're getting them. So you can choose them by email or not get them at all for each of the items you get. If you don't want a daily agenda, I don't need one. I'm going to check my calendar. You can shut that off. If you need to integrate your calendar, like you want to embed it in your website or whatever, you can click and drag it and or click and copy and paste that URL or the embed code to get it. All right, and then below that you have the option to delete your calendar. So you want to make sure that you go through these settings and make sure that you have it set the way you want. If you don't want to scroll, over on the left hand side, you can click on access permissions, who you share it with, your event, other notifications, and so on. So you always have access to do all of those in that three dot menu next to your settings. When you're done, you just exit out of the settings and you're all set.